Hey guys, HotDog5 here with episode number 19 of this Borussia Dortmund career mode on FIFA 17. So we're kicking things off with a game in the Bundesliga against Cologne. Now we're at home at Signal Iduna Park, and you can see that Hodja receives the ball, dribbles past Guerrero quite easily, and then just bangs it, just goes, yeah, fuck this, I'll bang it, and he just top bins, kind of like Marco Reus's goal in the previous episode. I think it was the previous, it might have been the one before. But here, Risa whips in a nice little cross. Modest gets his head to it, and it is luckily saved by Ter Stegen. Here, Marco Reus plays the ball into Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang out to Pulisic. Pulisic is going to stop, play it to Aubameyang. Aubameyang into Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil kind of goes outside of the defender and then tucks it in. Bottom corner, making it 1-1. With Cologne, so so we equal things up. Here, Clemens receives the ball on the edge of the box. It's headed to him from Malang Sarr, I think it is, and Julik decides, if my teammate scored from out here, maybe I can. But you know, Ter Stegen was like, I'm not getting beaten again. But here, Mesut Ozil has played through once again. This time it is well saved by Kessler, and Hector does in fact keep it in. Now into the second half. Derm plays it to Pulisic. Pulisic into Ozil. Ozil through to Weigl. Weigl back through to Mesut Ozil. Ozil shoots across goal, and it is just wide of the post. Now 64 minutes in. Ousmane Dembele plays it into Mesut Ozil. Mesut Ozil plays through to Marco Reus, unmarked, and he tucks it around the keeper, making it 2-1 to us. I think it's a deserved lead to us. You've seen from the chances we have had the majority. But Mesut Ozil is player of the match with a 9.4. Got 1 goal and 1 assist, so you could say it is well deserved. We're now moving into the Deutsche Pokal against Bayern Munich. Yes, we are playing a slightly rotated side, but here you can see Aubameyang is played through by Marco Reus. He's got a nice little dribbling, and what he's going to do right here, stop turn, play it into Mesut Ozil. Ozil plays it, a nice little 1-2 with Marco Reus, his best mate. 5 minutes into the game, Götze scores against his old side, FC Bayern Munich. Now, 7 minutes in, Guerrero plays it into Aubameyang. Aubameyang unfortunately loses out to Thiago. Thiago has plays it through to Lewandowski after, I think it's I don't know who it was that, it was Christensen, I think, that stepped forward, leaving him unmarked. But here, Sebastian Rode plays it through to Dembele. Dembele plays a nice little ball into Aubameyang. Aubameyang to Götze. Götze through to Marco Reus. I don't know where Philipp Lahm is, but he shoots to the near post, makes it 2-0, 11 minutes into this game. And I think you can tell just by the first 11 minutes of the game, it's going to be domination. But here, Mesut Ozil with a nice little skill move to get past Boateng, and he does, in fact, receive a red card for this, quarter of an hour into the game. And that is not what you want to be seeing. It was a free kick, and I did blaze it over the top. But here, Aubameyang is played through in the space where Boateng usually would be, shoots across goal, hits the post and it goes in. 23 minutes into this game, we are 3-0 up against probably the best team in Germany. Obviously, we did win the league last season, but you know, they've got a lot of good players. We're 3-0 up against them. For some reason, that was a penalty. I don't really see how. Guerrero just ran into Philipp Lahm. But as you remember, Marco Reus and Aubameyang have previously missed penalties. So we're going to give this one to Mario Götze, and he tucks that one away, getting his second goal of the game, and it is 4-0 before half-time. What an amazing game. Here, Ousmane Dembele lays it off to Marco Reus on the volley, and that was just over the crossbar. That would have been one hell of a goal. Obviously, Reus scored that banger from the free kick in the previous episode. But here, Götze plays up to Walter White, 81 minutes into the game. It's been a quite quiet second half, and he is taken out by Vidal, and obviously we're going to give Götze this one. He scored the previous one. This one he puts wide of the post. Unfortunately, can't get his hat trick. But here, Pulisic plays it into Aubameyang. Aubameyang through to Götze. Götze's going to kind of hog the ball because he wants to get his hat trick. But here, Alaba tackles Walter White. Walter White's got the pace over him. He's fresh, you know, new on the pitch. Ginter plays it into Aubameyang. Aubameyang plays it into Götze. Götze turns and scores, getting his hat trick. What an achievement for this young man. Scoring a hat-trick against his former side, for the team that he loves, you know, his boyhood team. Here you can see him receiving the ball, 4 shots, 3 goals. Obviously he could have got that hat-trick and shot earlier if he'd had converted that penalty. And obviously he is going to be the man of the match. Got 3 goals and 1 assist. And a 10.0 rating, a perfect 10. Ty Dillinger, perfect 10. We're moving on to this game against Hoffenheim. And the game against Hoffenheim is the absolute opposite to the game against FC Bayern. It is a 0-0 boring draw. Player of the match was in fact Julian Weigl with an 8.4. You can see his heat map is all over the place. And the final game in this episode is going to be a Champions League game against Sporting Lisbon. Now Adrian Silva shoots from quite far out. Stegen can easily get his hands on it. And here Pulisic plays it to Mesut Ozil. Ozil to Andre Schürrle. Andre Schürrle plays through Aubameyang. Aubameyang tucks it home. But as you can see, the linesman's got his flag up. It was a nice little goal, nice little finish. But the score will stay at 0-0 as he was offside. Now Mesut Ozil plays through Andre Schürrle down the left-hand side. He's going to look to whip in a cross for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Gets his head to it. And it does actually deflect off the defender, then off the keeper into the goal. So I think it will go down as Roy Patricio own goal. I'm not too sure. Can't really remember. But it is 1-0 to Dortmund, and that's all that matters. Now Mesut Ozil gets tackled here by Palia. Falls to Bas Dost. Dost to Adrian Silva. He shoots and it is well over the crossbar. Now just before half time, Ruud plays it to De Hood. Ruud to De Hood to Aubameyang. Aubameyang's going to do a few ball rolls. Plays it back into De Hood. De Hood to Mesut Ozil. Ozil's going to tuck around the keeper, but it is on the wrong side of the post. And it's still 1-0. Now Dost plays through Palina. He is through on goal. Daley Blind. He's got some pressure on him, you know. Just runs right past him though. Gives him the ability to play it into Ruiz in the middle. But it's a brilliant save by ter Stegen to keep it at 1-0 to us. Now Götze plays the ball straight to one of their players. He loses it out to Walter White, who tucks it home, getting his first... That's not his first Champions League goal, is it? I can't remember. But it's his Champions League goal. Here you can see their centre-back is all the way up the field. If we can win the ball and start a counter-attack, we can probably score from it. Here Mario Götze plays through Walter White, as I was saying. Semedo would normally be there. All he's got to do is tuck around the keeper, and he does that. It is 3-0 to Borussia Dortmund now, and we are cruising. Now Ginter plays it into Pulisic. Pulisic through to Roda to Götze. Götze over the top to Andre Schürrle. Andre Schürrle is going to cut it across to Walter White. He should finish it. Hits it straight at the keeper. Deflects off Patricio onto Jefferson and into the net. White celebrating like it was his goal. Unfortunately it wasn't. But he does get a 9.6 rating for that. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.
What does Scooby